Hi, my name's Sarah Long. I'm an illustrator and co-illustrator on the Journey of the Winter Olympics book.
Hi, I'm Margarida Esteves and I'm an illustrator. I'm one of the illustrators on the book The Journey of Winter Olympics.
At first, I thought it would be really challenging, but actually really good. It's really good to have a mini office atmosphere as obviously we normally used to working alone at home.
I thought it would be challenging as well to work with someone else, especially doing illustration because it's such a personal kind of work.
If you look at our Instagram pages, they're not overly similar, I don't think. So to collab together, and I think the overall look we got going was fantastic.
Yeah, even with the layouts, they really coordinated both illustration work together really well. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, because Illy was saying, wasn't she, that the editor in China, she got them mixed up. She couldn't remember who did which spread when she was sort of sending some back. Because obviously, the styles obviously were marrying quite well. I think
also because they changed some stuff, but I think that's because they wanted to make it look very cohesive.
Mix them up a bit so they've got the line running through. Yeah.
I think we agreed to have the same color palette, and I think with the same color palette, it made it really easier for everything to be, to look a bit like the same. I think at first we chose the spreads we wanted to do, right?
Yeah, we divided them up ourselves, didn't we? And came up with a sort of a rough plan.
Yeah, we have a plan with the colors, color scheme.
The turnaround was so tight, wasn't it? It was crazy fast. There was no time to research or do any of that. We just had to do with the facts we were given. I think because each spread had, up to 20 separate illustrations, didn't it?
Little thoughts of, people skating or... Usually we're people skating, right?
Yeah, a lot of skating and skiing.
So I think it was all like in 2 months, right?
Yeah. 24 spreads in 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was 2 days per coloured spread, and about between 17 to 20 sort of vignettes on each, plus drawing and colouring them up.
Yeah, that was the easiest bit, right?
Yeah, that was the fun bit.
That was the fun bit. It was like this green color with some textures and done. Well, I worked in many projects at once. Like right now I'm working on 3 books and possibly a editorial illustration that is coming.
I always balance the books and things with selling cards, or I have to fit cards in, or like say other books. But how are you doing 3 books at once? How is your time management for that?
Well, I make a lot of lists. They're usually crazy and they never happen in like completely,
We just got given all the points of text and reference photos, and then it was down to you to create the spread. There was no placements.
Yeah, they wanted for us to put in the text as well.
We had to decide how big they were going to be, where they were going, what the ratio was. I think you said, we've got to have a colour palette, which you provided amazingly. It probably would have saved me an extra week per spread, not knowing what colours to use. We did ask for a colour palette from them, do you remember? And they gave us a few spreads from already existing books that they had published. But unfortunately, they were like hot summery countries, weren't they? But your colour palettes was genius. And it, it's sort of like quite retro colours. It was good, really good. I think it worked really well because it was a history through time as well. When we're doing the 80s spreads, they work brilliantly.
But then with the 20s, they worked as well, I think. I like doing color palettes.
Yeah, I know.
I have a collection of them. I keep them and then go back to them. Like I told you,
Yeah. Oh, do you know what I have noticed? I'm adding a lot of shadows to things now, and I never did that before. So thank you for that. That was a great little tip off your own design style.
There was only one thing that I thought, why is she doing that? When you were adding like little details on the banner, which is more stuff to add, you know.
Oh, and I also wondered why I was doing that towards the end.
And then Ili was like, "Oh, Sarah is adding these little details. Can you add them as well?" And I'm like, "Okay." And then I had to go to the files and change them again.
Sorry.
And I was like, "Why is she doing that?" But then I thought, it kind of looks better. So I see why is she doing that, because it looks better this way. Drawing the posters. So,
oh my goodness, they were incredible.
They were awesome. Like in every spread, you had a spot with the poster and a spot with the mascot. It was nice. It was nice doing the posters. That was my favorite part. It was like a small illustration inside a bigger one.
I don't know what's the bit. I think once I'd done a few of the maps, I just enjoyed the fact that I found them easier to do. So once I'd got into the rhythm of them, I enjoyed creating them, knowing that both of our maps are working well together. And I think I enjoyed it evolving on the page in front of me.
Yeah, I agree. But I think I like that in every project. When you start, it's like you don't know what to do, and then you get organized, and when you get into the rhythm, then it gets better and better, I think. When it's, like I said before, when it's illustration work, such a personal work, that it's so, I think it's difficult to share it with other illustrators. But I think with you it was very natural, actually. It was kind of
good.